Reese and Dylan are not experts, and none of their claims can technically be proven. Also, would the NSA please not tap our phones? We talk about some pretty weird shit. This is the Foil Hat Broadcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Foil Hat Broadcast with your hosts,
Dylan.
And Reese. Did you get water? You
I
have
just
water on your
splashed
glasses.
water on my fucking face. Good opening.
Okay.
This is today. Is a bit of a, I don't know. We both are you let down by the research we've done on this topic? Well, how do you feel?
I don't want to say let down because I wouldn't want it to be true anyway. Because the weirdness. That's it. I don't want New World Order.
No, I well, I mean, when I say let down, I mean, well, yeah, I guess that is the thing, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing that this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because today we're talking about the Denver International Airport.
Yeah.
A hub, or a theorized hub of occult and, like, culty, weird phenomena. Not really phenomena. It's just a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, it's just...
I didn't know what to call it.
Some freaky murals and a murderous horse statue, Blucifer.
Blucifer.
Which Dylan...
Yes.
So kindly told me the name of, which was that's a fantastic name.
Well, that's not the name.
It's
Should we start with the horse? Is that a good place to start?
You know what? That is a perfect place to start because that's the most weird one.
Yeah. So one of the things that the Denver International Airport is most well known for is the giant. It was like a fiberglass casted statue of a Mustang. Mm-hmm. It's blue and has glowing neon red eyes.
It's a 6-ton, 32-foot tall blue Mustang.
It's a Mustang, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The locals and I guess enthusiasts. I don't want to call them theorists because I don't think there's much to theorize about Denver Airport.
No.
Once you look at it.
Yeah.
But enthusiasts, and there are a lot of them, have taken to calling him Blucifer because it's a blue horse, and it's also a murderer.
Yeah. Yeah, the horse is a murderer. On Monday, February 11th, 2008, the statue was put into place.
Right.
It was commissioned in 1992. That's 3 years before the airport opened. For the small price of $300,000.
That actually, I mean, I'd love $300,000, but okay. So does that seem like a long time? Like from commission point to, I don't know how long it takes to cast a giant Mustang statue.
It seems like it's a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was late because it murdered someone.
It did kill a man. In fact, the only man it did kill was the man who sculpted it, or cast it.
It killed its creator.
Whose full name, Luis A. Jimenez Jr. Let's see, American sculptor of Mexican descent, born in El Paso, Texas, died in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Roswell?
No. Roswell's not the only fucking town.
I know, it's like...
It's the capital and largest, no.
Quando,
Calrissian?
Quando, I don't know. Flames?
Was killed in a studio in Hondo, New Mexico.
In what?
Hondo, New Mexico on June 13th, 2006.
Where are you getting Hondo?
Wikipedia.
I got Cuando.
It's probably more right than Wikipedia. This part's right. When a large section of the blue Mustang intended for the Denver airport fell on him and severed an artery in his leg.
Mm-hmm. It pinned him against a steel beam, and Jimenez died in his studio on June 13th, 2006, leaving his family to finish the sculpture.
Yeah, they finished it.
They did.
2 years later, it would go up in the Denver International Airport with neon red eyes.
Well, the airport wanted laser eyes.
Really?
Yes.
Are you certain? Because
I
was
want desperately to be certain.
Okay, I was under the impression that it has neon eyes because Jimenez's father worked in the neon industry, and it was a sort of homage to his work. It could have been literally any color, but for some reason they thought satanic red would do.
Yeah, what?
So tell me about the laser eye story.
What I got was the airport wanted laser beams shooting from the horse's eyes as part of the sculpture, down to the pedestal that it was raised upon.
Right.
But instead were replaced with red lights. The reason for the red eyes, I don't know why they replaced it with red lights.
Why laser eyes?
Because lasers are awesome.
But it's a horse that killed a man.
Which is maybe why they replaced the laser eyes.
Is it to ward off evil demons or something?
It is the reason for the red eyes is quoted by the airport. So the horse would ward off evil spirits. A good thing to have at an airport, unquote.
I mean, honestly, with that logic, yes. Airports are huge imports of travel. Any demons from a number of countries could fly into Denver. It's a major hub.
Well, I mean, that might explain the luggage demon.
The luggage gremlin. I'm just going to call it a different name every fucking time. This is a minor one. Mm-hmm. The thing is, Denver, the most weird things that happen in Denver Airport are commissions. There's the Mustang statue, and then there's the luggage goblin.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is. It's this episode may require you guys to look up a few images.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they are actually fantastic.
They're very regardless of what they were meant to be, they're very scary images.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the fucking luggage gremlin.
It's also believed that the horse, Blucifer, is bloodthirsty and might be connected to time travel. It's theorized.
Wait, what?
Yeah, okay. It's theorized that the Denver horse is the same horse depicted on the cover of the book, The Montauk Project Experiments in Time, by Preston Nicholas.
And that's like a science fiction book?
I'm pretty sure it's about the experiments held at a Montauk Air Base.
Okay. I have a picture of the luggage gremlin.
Yeah.
The luggage gargoyle. Let me describe this for those of you who are unable to reach a image center of the internet.
Which
at this point.
How? Because you're listening to us.
They could be driving.
Okay, fair.
The sculpture, it is a sort of a bird-headed demon gargoyle-like figure with human arms sort of coming up and clasping over where its ears or its temples are. Mm-hmm. Its fingers are kind of sticking into its mouth. It's got batty ears, and it's squatting in an open suitcase. Is that an accurate description, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has wings. This thing sits above the baggage claim in Denver Airport.
I'm all about art.
Oh, yeah.
Loves me some art.
Give me some more.
What the hell is the point of that, though?
To ward off the demons that are hidden in your luggage? You're telling me you don't know about the famous Denver demon smuggling ring?
No, I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, it's an import-export sort of thing, Denver doesn't have a lot of native demons, so they have to import them all, and the government, especially the airport security, were trying to put a stop to it.
Okay.
So it wards them off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally. Turns out Denver Airport, it's been turned into a museum almost.
Yeah.
They have a permanent collection.
Yeah.
And it's all on their website, which is great. Because I have images of shit now.
Oh, perfect. I have descriptions of shit.
Yeah. So we talked about the luggage demon.
Yep.
I can never just say to myself, baggage gargoyle. But it comes out luggage demon or luggage gremlin, which is a trademark, I believe. So that's going to be a problem.
Oh, shit.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Where to go from here?
Well, let's talk a little bit about the murals.
We want to talk about the more art.
Yeah. Well, that's the weird stuff.
That's the weird stuff.
That's the weird stuff that I can't just be like, no, That's not the case, because art is subjective. The more religiously inclined,
right,
believe the art in the Denver airport is evil.
Okay.
And signs of Satanism, and that many are phallic in nature.
Not any of the things I would have said upon looking at these murals, especially the phallic one.
A lot of penises at the Denver International
It's like an
Airport.
H.R. Giger mural.
Okay. The mural by Leo Tanguma.
Which one is this? Is this Children of the World Dream of Peace?
Peace and Harmony with Nature.
Peace and Harmony with Nature. There's the one. Okay.
It's in the level 5 Jepson terminal. Is said.
Can we
Go ahead.
Can we, as like an extra bonus treat, at one point, can we do like a tour of the Denver airport, like an audio tour that people can listen to?
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going like da da da. That would be so much fucking fun.
So, in Peace and Harmony with Nature is said to depict the birth of the Antichrist.
Oh my God! Go on, please.
Having met the Antichrist, I know that that's not the way it happened.
You've met the Antichrist?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have him over for tea every now and again.
Oh no, we had to go over there for Christmas a couple of times. We don't do it anymore.
I didn't think Christmas was be his sort of thing, but
Oh, you would think. You wouldn't think, right?
Right.
That's how he gets you.
Right. Yeah.
Or she.
Ooh. We don't assume.
Well, it's a she.
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to play it vague, but you're just outright BAM!
Antichrist. Okay. There's
that.
a figure of a naked woman whose lady parts are represented by a bird spreading its wings.
I'm sorry. I'm scrolling through the Denver International Airport's permanent. There's the little gargoyle is called Notre Denver.
Oh,
that's great.
That's so cute. Actually, I'm less terrified of it.
But you know what? What I'll do is I will provide a link in the description of this video podcast to this website, and you guys can have a look for yourselves, and I'll sort them out, which ones they are. But tell me about the murals.
So the Antichrist. Okay, so there's a figure. It's the figure of a woman. I guess she's supposed to be like standing behind someone, and her vagina is a bird. And that's supposed to be it right there. You see the bird coming out? And that's supposed to be a person. I don't know.
Are you sure? That looks like a bird to me. That's
theorized to be a person.
Of course.
It's hidden in there. And then,
just for anyone who's actually going to have to, like, search the image for, like, what the fuck did they mean by a woman? It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It's not a thing.
It's not very good.
There's a phallic symbol on the on the cage of the penguin right here.
Penguin's cage.
That's just a rectangle. Not everything has to be genitalia. Do you see the rectangle?
Yes. They're looking for excuses to go like, oh, this is... I mean, why can't they be like the rest of it and just say like it has something connection to like the Nazism and biological warfare? I mean, that's the easy target, right?
Because that's actually like a thing.
I mean, yeah.
So it's not actually a penguin.
No.
It's a great auk, A-U-K, auk.
Auk, I would assume.
They were extinct in 1944. And
during the war.
1844.
Oh, okay.
Derp.
I was gonna say, damn it, Hitler.
Hitler killed all the penguins.
He succeeded. His plan was to kill all the auks, or whatever they were.
They became extinct in 1844.
Okay.
And this is actually what it says on the little
plaque
on the little penis plaque.
It's not what that is.
It's a rectangle. It says, okay, Great Auk, extinct in 1844, and then the Latin name, which honestly is the only reason why I'm like, okay, maybe they're alluding to this a little bit.
Okay.
The Latin name for the Great Auk is the Alca impinus.
Is that what they meant by phallic symbol
oh, God.
on the
I think
thing?
because
Because that's not really a phallic symbol, it's just like a phallic word.
Phallic sounding name.
Yeah. Impenis.
Impenis.
I'm almost certain that can't be what it's actually pronounced as, right? I don't know my Latin. So.
Unless it's impennies. Impenis sounds more correct.
Impenis, I guess, would sound more correct.
For Latin.
I don't know Latin, because it's a dead language.
It is.
So that's weird. Mm-hmm. How about, because there's so many weird things that happen in these murals. There's one that is just a straight up Nazi that is essentially murdering a bunch of people.
He's like a machine gun and
like a saber. Yeah.
And he's stabbing a dove.
And
then the city burns in the background. Yeah. The city burns in the background.
The thing is, though, it's weird because the idea that I read, mm-hmm. like the purpose of that image, mm-hmm. wasn't to be like it's not supposed to be an allusion to a future of war. Mm-hmm. The weird thing is because when you look at an image, you typically read, if you're American, English, Western, if you're not Japanese, I guess, anyone else, you read from left to right. Mm-hmm. And so when you look at that image, you see all like rainbows and happy people, and then it moves into this image of war.
Yeah.
What they were trying to do, I think, mm-hmm. from what I read, was it was supposed to be like the people were moving away from war. Like from war comes a time of peace, and we can grow from it.
They did it the wrong way.
They did it the wrong way, I would say. Because I think then it leads into the one, it's called like the children of the world dream of peace or whatever. Yeah. And it's a bunch of like all the children of the world like wrapping up sabers and their flags, and they're tossing them down. Like the statue of the Nazis is crumbling on the floor before them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, okay. Like I can see where that goes.
I mean, it's still weird.
This became like an art history podcast. What the fuck?
I mean, they're really cool murals. They're very cool. They're very cool.
I actually really dig them, yeah.
But why the hell are they in an airport? I don't understand that.
Because if they weren't, we would just be walking down those the endless hallways of like the gray speckly walls of boredom.
Put some windows in it, jeez.
We have windows. They just look at planes.
It's just one of those things where I don't understand exactly what the motivation for any of this was.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, what is their purpose in art putting anywhere? If you put it that way, like the only place an art would go is a museum. It's like a public works project. Like the horse is there. Yeah. I can't explain the gargoyle. I really can't.
No.
But the murals and the horse statue, like that's just what you do. Like you can't have a place devoid of artwork and sculpture would be boring.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. And I'm not against putting murals in whatever.
But why do you have to have Nazis in them?
It just seems so violent and unnecessary for where you are.
Yeah, I mean, the reason from an artist's perspective of putting them there is obviously so people see your art. Mm-hmm. Is so like in airports, huge traffic for looking at them. Those are great places to put art. Now, from the airport standpoint of we would like to commission this mural of people being killed with biological warfare and a dove being stabbed with a saber by a Nazi.
Yeah.
Is a bit weird.
I'm not saying, I'm not criticizing the artist.
No.
I'm criticizing the weirdos that were like, oh, this is a great idea. We should definitely put people being murdered in our airport. That'll give us a nice calm sense of security when we're boarding like tubes that fly into the sky that could be struck by lightning and crash down to Earth.
When were these commissioned? What year?
Were the murals commissioned? You know that I do not know.
Because if it's anything post 2001, that is a weird thing to commission.
Yeah.
Because we're living in a post 9/11 world where we're constantly terrified of people in airports.
The airport opened in 1995.
Yeah. Which is the year I was born. It's really not that old.
It's not old. It's not an old airport. There was an airport before it.
Right.
You didn't need this airport.
No, but they wanted to build one.
It depends on whether or not the airport the murals were painted in there before it opened?
Right.
Or sometime after. Only like 6 years. between the opening and the bad things happening.
Which bad things?
The 9/11s.
Oh, of course. In general, world, globally, the bad things.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, I guess if it was there before, it's less like, no, it's not. It's still really weird. It's still a really weird thing to have in your airport.
It is a weird thing to have.
I'm trying to, like, rationalize it, but I can't. It's beautiful artwork in a very, very strange and unsettling place.
Little unsettling, little disturbing.
Well, I mean, like, I've been to that airport.
Yes, I've been once, but I didn't know it was weird,
yeah,
so I didn't go and look.
Well, so the first time I went there, I had no idea,
and
I'm like, this place is really big for like Denver. I looked it up, and then I saw all the conspiracies, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to walk around and find out any of this. I'm just gonna stay here.
You don't want to see the baggage?
I'm just gonna go to a Cinnabon and
Notre Denver,
take a Xanax and get on my plane.
There's always a Cinnabon in every airport in America.
I know.
Even the small ones. If there's nothing else, there'll be a Cinnabon.
Cinnabon's gross.
It's like you bite into them, those buns, those cinnamon buns.
I love the word buns.
The cinnamon roll buns. I love buns is the best word. And you expect to get a delicious sweet treat, and what you get is like a greasy pile of goo.
It's like pouring pure, like,
unhappy sugar.
Glucose.
Oh, yeah, it's like a fake
corn
sugar.
syrup down your throat. It's disgusting.
I don't get sick on airplanes very often. A Cinnabon made me sick on an airplane once.
I don't get sick on airplanes.
No.
I just get really swollen.
I get tense.
And very anxious.
Yeah.
And every time there's turbulence, and it's not even like in the air. In the air I'm fine. It's during takeoff where I'm like, oh god. And then landing, where I'm like, we're all gonna die.
There are 2 points that you will die, and it's either takeoff or landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if we crash, we're still landing.
We'll land a plane on the Hudson River or some shit.
That guy is a hero.
Sully? Yeah.
Yeah. Sully.
I don't know his name.
Sullenberger?
Sully Sullenberger?
It just sounds like something that is a thing. I'm gonna look that up. I really want it to be true. Sully. Oh, right there. Oh, was I right? Was it that guy? Oh, I am so smart.
You're so right. His name was Sully Sullenberger.
No, it wasn't.
Which is the worst name to give a child.
His name was Chelsea Sullenberger.
Oh, okay. Oh, they just called him Sully.
They just called him...
So actually, no, what his name is Chelsea Sully Sullenberger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chelsea Sully Sullenberger.
That's not as bad as if it was just Sully Sullenberger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, though.
What else do you have to talk about?
Well, just a little odd fact.
Okay.
The ventilation systems, like, that come out of the ground in the airport, measure over 50 feet tall and 249 feet across and 363 feet in diameter.
So big boys.
Most of the jets that take off from the Denver International Airport could fit in those vents.
Why would you need vents that big?
That's my question. That seems so unnecessary.
I don't know the science behind ventilation systems, but that seems a bit unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, the layout is shaped like a swastika.
Okay, so we're gonna put this one to death right now. So people look at, and you can, Google this. I doubt there's, like, on the Denver website, there's got to be a picture of the fucking thing. But Google this, Denver airport, runways, and people say it looks like a swastika. But in fact, it doesn't look like a swastika at all.
If anything, it looks like a pinwheel.
Yeah, they go in the well, I don't know if it's exact 4 cardinal directions, but they're going 4 directions.
They're essentially going north, south, east, and west.
Because that,
like most airports,
makes sense for any airport to do.
Yeah.
Because if you're receiving and sending out airplanes in any direction, it's good to have available space and just a nice runway to set you off on the right path.
You'd think so, right?
And also, to the people who think that looks like a swastika...
You don't know what a swastika looks like.
You've never looked at a swastika, have you?
Yeah. How about...
I do want to touch on one thing.
What?
Because we were on art.
Okay.
And there's one more bit that I know, we both know of, that revolves around the art bits. and that's the AUAG
God.
marking. And I forget, it's in front of one of the murals.
I was actually going to get into that once we started talking about the New World Order, but let's just get into that right now.
Why was that have anything to do with New World Order? You can tell me about it later. So in front of one of the murals, and I forget which one it is, there is a symbol on the floor shaped like a minecart.
It's one of the ones depicting genocide.
It is one of the weird,
more violent ones.
Violent murals. It's sort of like a little minecart shape, and it has the letters AUAG, which, for those of you who ever looked at a periodic table of elements,
they represent gold
and silver. Those are the elemental. I forget what they're called. It's like a, I don't know. They're not symbols. Ooh, oh. I'm the one who just got on people's cases about looking at periodic table of elements, and I can't even remember what they're called.
Anyway,
they're like the atomic symbol.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Probably
not. But a lot of people theorized that this may not be referring to the two precious metals, but in fact
the new deadly strain of hepatitis known as Australia antigen.
So, and here's where I get on people's cases for not knowing what antigens are.
Get on the case.
Because if you've ever taken a biology class, you would know that an antigen is not a strain of a virus, but a sort of microbial indicator, a chemical pattern that the human body, the immune system, uses to identify viruses and diseases and attack them. An antigen is no more than a marker for a specific disease. And the Australian antigen does exist, and it's a marker used to identify and diagnose people who hold the hepatitis B virus. It's not a new deadly strain, because that's not what an antigen is, and the only reason it's called an Australia antigen is because it was first discovered in an Australian Aborigine.
So that is debunked.
So people are dumb.
Yeah. Done now. With that's done.
That's a little bit of science. I did not explain that as best as I could, because I am not a professor. I was never good.
Went bananas in the car. I was hoping to get a little bit more of that.
I should have waited, because I used my bananas in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can harness that a little bit if you want me to.
We got it.
That's not what an antigen is.
Unless you want to take two. You want to do a take two?
No, I don't have it in me. I really don't have it in me.
All right. What do you think about this? What do you think about the New World Order? What do you think?
I didn't get a lot on the New World Order. I'm under the impression that, like, people who, and I think it had something to do with connection to the Masons, Freemasons, and the New World Order. They built the airport as a sort of like a hub for the New World Order. Like, it was built by them for some unknown purpose.
Camps or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, for those of you who don't know what the New World Order, is really.
Yeah.
Or, quote
is. Yeah.
Unquote. It's a group of wealthy, influential elites.
Yes.
Whose main goal is to create a united world government with no regional boundaries. And in order to accomplish this, they would have to conduct a mass genocide.
Yeah.
Narrowing down the population to about 2 billion people.
Something like that.
Thus murdering approximately 5,500,000,000 people.
Is that the fucking plot of Kingsman?
I haven't seen Kingsman.
Oh my god. We're watching Kingsman at some point. It's really good. It's really good. And the sequel's coming out soon, so you have to watch it now.
So, that's why. And, that's one of the things just, based on that, the definition of the New World Order.
It's a shadowy organization that's bent on world domination.
Which makes the genocide in the murals all the more creepy to me.
That's a connecting point between them. Yeah.
That's the connection. Also, the dedication stone.
Which has a Freemason symbol.
Which has the Freemason symbol and is also, funded by the New World Airport Commission contributors. Alluding to the New World Order.
Yes. I had a theory.
Pointed out.
And I'm gonna make sure I'm not wrong that it exists. Yeah, I just got when you Google New World Airport Commission, you get a bunch of conspiracy theories. But my theory is that it's probably not a New World Order thing, because if it's a New World Airport Commission, we are living on the Western Hemisphere, i.e. the New World, and it's an airport.
Like, that makes the most logical sense.
But conspiracies are never logical.
No.
And the truth is out there.
And that's like a rational thought to have. Mm-hmm. That should be where people's minds first go, in my opinion, but it's not. No? And it's never where most people's minds first go. They're like, New World Airport.
Yeah.
New World
Order.
Airport. New World Order.
Yeah. So do you think, and we could do an entire episode on like New World Orders and shadowy organizations and the Freemasons and the goddamn Bilderberg group. Mm-hmm. Do you know about the Bilderberg? We're talking about that. Yeah,
we're gonna do that.
Do you think that there is a possibility that there is a shadowy organization bent on world domination?
Do I think there's a possibility?
Yeah, you think there's one out there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you think it has anything to do with the Denver airport?
Very unlikely.
Okay, right. What would the purpose be? I think
that I'm not ruling it out entirely.
Okay.
Because it is an insane amount of land.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's a big place, but it's an airport.
And it's unnecessary, and there's a lot of the underground stuff, and I know that was meant to do other things. There's a lot more than is necessary for the things that they wanted to do, and there's so many, like, just weird things happening. There's a lot of Egyptian, like, we
have an obelisk in Washington, D.C.
I know. That should be the Bill Clinton Memorial. Ba-boom.
Because it looks like
fallacy.
Yeah.
Is fallacy the same thing?
No, it's not. I just agreed with you because I didn't want to step on your jokes, your bit.
You don't want to step on my bit. No, fallacy. Isn't that like
a logical fallacy is like it's like a jumping conclusion that doesn't connect logically.
See, I knew that wasn't using it right.
Yeah.
At least I knew I wasn't using it right.
What should we go on? Do you have more on the New World Order stuff? Because I didn't look up a lot about that one. I don't know how much you got.
Nope. That's
Denver Airport seems like kind of a bust.
It was a bust.
Yeah.
It was a bust.
It was a bust.
I
do want to talk about, because there is one more that everyone references, and that's the secret underground city beneath Denver Airport, which is actually just a pretty typical underground series of tunnels and sort of...
Well, you say that.
Luggage highways.
But have you seen the secret underground city that's underground the tunnels?
It's beneath those?
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Has you seen anything related to that?
No, but it might be there.
Yeah. And people think like there's like military experiment bunkers and alien bases and...
Why would it be at a public airport, though?
Don't know. Oh, because where else would you get more people to experiment on?
Shopping malls.
Another public place, yeah.
Have you seen Bridesmaids?
Have I seen Bridesmaids?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Because they do like a joke where she's like, I know the nuclear codes for like all... You wouldn't believe where they are. A lot of shopping malls. Yeah, it's true.
Why? Oh, population centers.
Well, I mean, have you ever been to Washington, D.C.? The malls there are crazy, and you have to go through like security, and they gotta...
Well, because anything in that area is too close to government.
It was weird and uncomfortable, and there's always people watching you, and I'm like, I just wanted a corn dog.
I'm kind of like, I'd like to go to DC, but I'm also like, I'd be weirded out going to DC.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I heard that you're not allowed to like walk on Pennsylvania Avenue anymore.
Why? Because you'll get shot?
Because it's the president. It's the White House, like street sidewalk. Can't walk on that anymore, which is that's a stupid thing.
Because citizens should not be allowed to walk near the White House. Although, not that I would want to go near that place now.
I went in the White House.
How was that?
Underwhelming.
Yeah. That's what I thought. It's not that exciting,
like, oh my God,
It's not like going to Buckingham Palace or anything.
Well, I mean, like, I was really into, like, politics for a while. And I was really, like, I was going to, like, start working in law. That was, like, my goal. Mm-hmm. Like, no. Not anymore. But I was really excited about it, and I went in, and they're like, okay, well, here's the great dining hall, and it was, like, really small and cramped, and, like...
It was great for the 1800s.
Yeah, it was great for the 1800s. And we just kind of walked around, and it was very underwhelming and a bit disappointing.
You don't want to be president, then?
No.
No.
God, no. But the museums are amazing.
Oh, the museums are fantastic. Well, the Smithsonian's in DC, isn't it?
Yeah, we went to the Smithsonian. Yeah. We went to the Holocaust Museum.
Oh, sad museum.
It smelled like burning people.
How do you think they get that?
Well, they had the shoes of the people
and
okay. Clothes
I'm sad now.
And some of the train cars that actually did all that. It was a really intense experience. It was not. Oh, and there was a room that was that were like, okay, if you go in here, you're gonna see some really effed up stuff. Like even more effed up than anything that's happening in the museum. And I went in there, and it was like all the science experiments and all the pictures that they took of.
Yeah, it's like what they show. They would show the soldiers.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad.
The only thing
I need to leave now before I kill myself.
I don't think I was. Because I've been to the Museum of Tolerance, and that's nearby, and that's not as extreme. No, but I have been to like a Holocaust museum, and it's depressing on its own. I don't need the extreme version.
Oh, they went.
I know how bad. I know things are bad, and we should never do that ever because we didn't. I would never think to commit genocide personally.
Oh no.
But
I've thought about killing people as individuals.
That's something you want to admit on a podcast.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm actually going to do it. It's just like, oh, I kind of don't want that person alive anymore.
Yeah. TheFoilHatBroadcast. Your number one source for murder plots.
We don't condone murder.
We don't condone murder or genocide.
Neither one of us would kill anyone, I don't think. You wouldn't kill anyone.
No.
No, I wouldn't either. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. If there was a purge, I could think of a few people that I might hunt down.
If there was a purge...
I would just steal a lot of clothes.
The country would collapse. It would. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because if we just let people get away with all crime for 12 hours once a year, that won't fuck us eternally. Do you know how much damage you can do in 12 hours if you have the whole year? Not to mention the death count, the public property damage. Your country would collapse because there's nothing protecting it on those 12 hours. And you can get a lot fucking done in 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then
was it 12 hours?
Yeah, it was like 12 hours.
It starts at night.
It's like 12 hours.
And then it goes to that's like 12 hours. Yeah.
It says that's
There's the whole... purge insurance.
Where do they get the fucking money for purge insurance?
Well, I mean, that was kind of a big plot point in the third movie.
Oh, you went to see all of them?
No, I recently watched it on, I've never seen the second one.
I've never seen any of them.
I've seen the first one.
I thought the concept was dumb, so I didn't bother.
Saw the first one, didn't see the second one, watched like the first 30 minutes of the third one, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not big on the purge movies either.
They're dumb.
They're kind of dumb.
They don't make sense.
I don't know. I refuse to believe that so many people really want to kill people.
I refuse to believe that we're as bad as the Purge movie says we are. I'm not a bit of an aggressive I'm not aggressive. That's a weird word to use. I got a bit of heat. I got a bit of flames on the side of your face.
White hot flames. I got some anger issues. You know, everyone has a little bit of anger stuff. I've never felt so compelled to just murder a bunch of people and wrap my car in twinkly lights and dress up like a whore and go bash people's heads in with a bat. Oh yeah,
Harley Quinn cosplayers.
Yeah,
right.
I just I don't understand the motivation behind that. It just seems absurd to me.
The bleak outlook that movie series has on humanity,
right,
is appalling.
Yeah.
Because no one's that bad.
No.
I mean, sure, there are some people who are bad, but on a whole, I like to think that we're a good species. As far as individuals. I think so.
I think that man, the human race.
Yeah.
They're always like, do you think humans are good and good-natured or bad-natured? I mean, my personal opinion is that they are bad-natured, just natural instinct-wise, but I think that we also have enough self-awareness to be like, oh, that's a bad feeling I'm feeling. I'm gonna try not to feel that way, and I'm gonna try to be a better person.
I mean, I don't know. I try to maintain optimism in this in these trying times of ours.
I'm that optimistic nihilist. I think we're all evil, but I think we're trying our best.
Optimistic nihilist just means we're all gonna die, and there's nothing we can do. But
well,
also,
either it's
let's
gonna
be
get
cool.
It's gonna get better. It's either gonna get better,
or we're all gonna die,
or we're all gonna die.
I mean, that's kind of the only options. In life. What did this episode turn into?
I don't know,
but it's been a good one.
Yeah. If it doesn't get better, you're gonna die, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Sorry for getting really depressing all of a sudden.
But it's fine.
I know it's fine. We're fine.
Yeah. We're not depressed.
No, I'm not depressed.
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, would you know for sure?
I don't know me very well. Is that a thing?
I don't know anyone very well.
No.
Including myself.
Especially me, yeah.
I don't know shit about me.
I don't know.
Who am I?
Hi, welcome to the Therapy Hat Broadcast.
The Therapy Hat.
The Therapy Hat. You've never seen a therapy hat?
No.
Yeah, it's got sort of like.
Cap? It's not. Isn't that what the therapy hat used to be? You're a moron. Here, wear this hat that says you're a moron and get better.
Right back when we're just like, you could just go get better. Instead of being like, let's help you.
Back in my day, we didn't have autism.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you did. Just no one cared.
No one talked about it, and yeah.
People were left to suffer in silence.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
But, we're living... the world is getting progressively better and worse at the same time.
I know.
Yeah.
In one aspect.
And then the other.
Yay.
And the other aspect.
And then the other.
No. It's
a
weird world.
It's two different types of people. And it's funny because the two different types of people are not like the super progressive left and then the really, really regressive right. It's like the crazy people on the left and the crazy people on the right are turning everything into shit while the rest of us are like, what the fuck, guys?
Stop!
Can you calm down? Let's take it down like 6 notches.
I have a few rules for humanity. 1, don't be a dick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Humans are humans. People are people. Mm-hmm. So why should it be that you and I should get along so awfully?
Who did that?
I don't know. Yeah, I know. So it's very 80s. That's my rule for humanity. But as far as Denver Airport is concerned, just to really
rope it back in,
whiplash back into our topic.
Where the hell did we go?
In a sad place, or not a dark. Well,
no,
we were in a philosophical place.
It was a philosophical place. You can't say that it's sad or happy.
I think
because it's neither.
Denver Airport
and both
is probably fine.
I think that we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I think that you're safe to travel there. No need to avoid it. It's very convenient.
Denver is it's a big hub for like getting from west to east coast.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, don't avoid it. You're fine.
And it's a nice airport.
I'll tell you what. As soon as the uprising of the New World Order starts,
right, go to Denver.
Do not go to Denver. That is the opposite of what you should do.
Retract that statement.
If that happens, if people start, if you can sense the actual apocalypse happening, just to then start avoiding Denver.
Steer away from Denver.
But until then, you're
fly Denver.
You'll be okay. Fly Denver. And check out those murals. I mean, they're cool and
say hello to Blucifer, the evil horse.
Blucifer, and what was the luggage demon's name?
Notre Denver.
Notre Denver.
Notre Denver. That's it's I'm sure, like, going there, I would just go there to look at the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, I would. That's a marker.
You should just take a tour.
On our conspiracy theory tour. That's a mark now. That's Denver Airport is marked.
There was a joke that I saw that I thought was really funny. And I'm not going to get it right because I'm terrible at remembering things.
Sure.
But it was like something about, I had great Wi-Fi at the Denver airport. You can't get that kind of service without a few ritualistic sacrifices.
Are they sacrificing people below Denver? We don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just for transporting luggage.
I can't prove it, but I also can't prove it's not happening.
Right. So, hey, if you have any other if you've been to Denver Airport and have discovered any other sort of weird happenings there, send us an email
Or leave it in the comments below.
And tell us all about your experiences with the weird, creepy world of Denver Airport, or any weirdness that you have come across.
We'd love to hear about it.
And we would love to have ideas for future episodes of the show. You can reach us at TheFoilHatBroadcast@gmail.com. That's every word. Start with a capital letter.
Because I'm bad at making email addresses. And I apologize.
There will be a link in the description. And thank you very much for listening. We very much appreciate everyone out there. We would also tell your friends.
Yeah.
Tell people.
Word
tell
of
your
mouth,
family.
Guys.
We in these early stages of the show, we really need that boost that only our listeners and, dare I say, fans
maybe
can give us, and we really appreciate it. And every view and every comment that you send us is
brings us immense joy.
Fills our hearts.
We call each other and cry. We were like, "Can you believe that 15 people have subscribed?"
I wasn't gonna put a number on this episode.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But anyway, that's
an amount of people.
A certain amount of people.
And I cried and I was happy. So.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to do this.
Me too.
And I can't wait to keep doing it.
Forever.
Until the last red dwarves burn out in the sky.
But
until then, ladies and gentlemen, and of course to the NSA that are listening in from outside the walls, good night.
What's my line?
Go to bed, kids.
Oh. Go to bed, kids.